Make mommy proud, Jason. Don't let them escape. They can't hide. There's no place to hide. Make them remember me, Jason. Make them remember. Yes. Yes. Kill for mother. That's my Jason. That's my special, special boy.
And hello, everybody. A lovely, wonderful, happy, spooky month to everybody. Happy, spooky month, everybody. This is what we're going to be doing. It's going to be the show's intro all month. Got my spooky Halloween. This is my month. This is my month. Let me tell you. Hello, Andrea, Blaze Firestorm, Oathkeeper Roxas. How are you all doing? Lez, I see you. I see you. Spooky month. Alan Wake remaster next week. I'm going to be playing the hell out of that game. I love that game so much. Who did I miss here? Morpheus. Morpheus is chilling out here too. And a good hearty hello. Hello, Stacy. Spooky month. It is my time. It is my time. Let me tell you. It is the season of the witch. And I'm here to stay. The month may come and go. However, I am here forever. Oh, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Well, I'm sure if it's received well enough, there might be an Alan Wake 2. You never know. You never know. And a good hearty hello to my hate watcher, stalker, abusive super fan, Joey. I know you're in the audience, buddy. I know you are. Why don't you say hello to the chat? Why don't you engage with us? Instead of hiding in the shadows like the weird little person you are. Please do. Yes, you did, Stacy. Yes, you did. Oh my god. Everyone say hi to Joey. Everyone say hi to Joey. We're an equal opportunity stream here. It is October. It is October. It is finally October. We're hitting the stride of autumn. The weather is beautiful. The energy is beautiful. I love this time of year. And the clowns have come out on social media. It's wonderful. It's a great time. We have lots to talk about today. I'm going to try and crunch it down and do a 2-hour segment, but we'll see how long we go. Well, Joey doesn't bite because he doesn't have teeth. So, there you go. There you go, Stacy. But we're going to try and crunch it all in here. In a nice little bite-sized segment for everybody. Ken Jennings. The Ken Jennings song is missing from my story. This is very true. This is very true. Why don't I have that? The weather ain't beautiful. You don't appreciate it by being drenched from rain at 3 a.m. I don't mind that, actually. Decav Geek with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. These chains can only hold me back so long from sending a super chat from Hi Joe GFY. I'm pretty sure that means go fun yourself. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. I'm pretty certain that's what that means. Yes, I can't wait. We're gonna talk. So I just a brief summary of what I have planned here for today. Which again, I don't have anything. I never have anything scripted for this show. So we never have rails to go off of because there are no rails on this track. I never script this, but I did do a deep dive. I did a deep dive into the individual that was the subject of torment lately. The person that's been thrown under the bus, the person that's been dogpiled, the person that's been set on fire by the hate mob that is Funimation and the clown crew that support them. I took a look into Edward. I'm not going to name his last name, but Edward is very well known as his first name. I took a look into him and his history, and I will show you all that I found a little bit later. I will take a look into it. I'll show you guys what I took a look into a little bit later and what I found, because I found some interesting things. But they really are here. Like, look at your bar. Look at your like bar exactly. No, they're probably botting. They're probably botting again and dropping the and massive disliking. I mean, go ahead, go for it. I don't care. I really don't care. These buffoons don't understand how YouTube works. So, I mean, by all means, keep watching. Why do they watch something they don't like? I don't understand. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it has to do with Joey's kink. I'm pretty sure, because he definitely has a shame kink, like 100%. Ken can dive more into that information. I'm pretty sure. Ken, why would people constantly subject themselves to things that they are that they just can't stand, right? Like they're just it hurts them. Why would they do that? There's a word for that, isn't there? I think so. The mom's boyfriend was. Oh my goodness. Shame me harder. Shame me harder. But we have 2 new items in the store. We have 2 new items in the store. I'm going to drop the link into the store here. It's slipping you right now. 2 new items in the store. You can get your very own Yikes Hard Lemon Shade t-shirt. You can get your very own. This comes in multiple different t-shirts, by the way. You can't get the man in the t-shirt, unfortunately. You can't get the cute guy in the t-shirt. But you can get multiple different kinds of t-shirts. So this comes in just this regular t-shirt. It comes in the it actually comes in a fucking polo, which is hilarious. You can remove the Canuckle zone on the back if you don't like the Canuckle zone, but it's just a bit more branding. But there you go. Yikes Hard Lemon Shade Canuckle zone on the back. There you go. It comes in a bunch of different t-shirt options and a polo, which is hilarious. But you can get yourself your very own 2 Toy Man. 2. Hey, he finally said something in the chat. There you go. There you go. No, I don't like to attack autistic people. I just like to attack idiots like yourself. That's what it is. I don't like to attack autistic people. It's just people that are morons. If those morons happen to be autistic, no shade. But I don't think you are. So there's that as well. There's that as well. We also have the pillow. It's a variant of the throw pillow that we already have. So the throw pillow that we already have has the Canuckleheads, just this regularly with the Canuckleheads logo on it. This is the Yikes Hard Lemon Shade variant. It has the logo right on the top there. That's the one. That's the one there. Joey, I don't know you. Yes, I've said that multiple times. I've said it many times that I don't know you and I don't want to know you. I don't care to know you because you're a trash person. Sorry. However, that's what you've come out with. I don't care to know you. And I don't believe a word that you say. I've said that multiple times before too. There you go. You get the Yikes Hard Lemon Shade pillow. Does the throw pillow work good for smothering? It's polyester. You can get it zipperless, which I guess, I mean, sure. You can get it as a cotton pillow, which I'm pretty sure cotton's way better for smothering and out in an outdoor pillow. As you can see, it sits really nicely on your deck. It sits really nicely on your deck. DECK, not the other way, you dirty people. DECK. It's $40 for an outdoor pillow, though. So you really have to, like, want to hurt somebody if you buy, like, the variants, though. Especially if you buy the zipperless, apparently. It's like $40. But, but there you go. So you can get your very own Yikes Hard pillow with the Canucklehead logo on there. And the Yikes Hard Lemon Shade. The meme from the channel. So there you go. There you go. So we have a lot to talk about today. We have some stuff to discuss regarding the actual autistic kid that was attacked by Terri Doty and some Funimation voice actors. And in turn, they've been using that kid as a battering ram to attack Chuck Huber. I did some deep dive looking into, this is brand new, by the way, so all these stats are like brand new. I did some deep diving looking into the kid, and I will share what I showed. I will show what I found out about him. I can't talk because it's Saturday and my brain's mush. But I will share all the details of what I found a little bit later when we get more people in here. And we're going to start by reading over the twit longer that Terri Doty had so we can go piece by piece and I can break down why I am not 100% convinced and furthermore. And then we're going to talk a little bit about our friend Joey because he's in the chat now and he really wants attention. He really wants attention. Not really about Joey per se, but we're going to talk about why is it that people do this ridiculous stuff on the internet? Such as our good friend Joey, because he's here. He made the trek. He made the trek to the stream. We're going to talk about why is it so efficient and effective to just spew random, unsubstantiated things on the internet, on social media, and why is that so effective? Why do people believe that? We'll talk a little bit about that today, too. We'll talk a little bit about that today. And the ongoing saga, because design would make a really good mason jar mug. I could actually put it on the mason jar mug, too. I'll have to figure out ways to... I mean, if there was a way that I could, like, custom make it so it would, like, imprint the glass for like a Yikes Hard, that'd be amazing. But I don't think I can do that. I think I can just put the printing on it. But yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit about the psychos that are on Twitter. Imagine having sex couldn't be me. About why people go to Twitter for instant gratification instead of, actually taking up. You're in the mood for lemonade now. Instead of taking up things the way they really should be taking them up. But that's for a little bit later. Stick around, don't worry. Don't worry, we won't forget about you, Joey. Don't worry. Don't you worry, son. All right, so that's enough. I think that's enough shilling for now, right? Well, I guess I got to talk about the Patreon. If you would like to join my Discord, it's $5 a month at the Patreon. You can go all the way up to the top level, which I keep forgetting to make the fucking links for. I'm going to do that right now. We're going to do that in real time because I feel bad about this. We have a VIP lounge where you could join the show if you're a top level Patreon subscriber, provided I don't forget to make the goddamn lobby. But you can join our top level Discord, or our top level. If you don't want to join that, that's fine too. You have sub tiers where you could suggest shows, things like that as well. All of that fun stuff gives you more interaction, gives you more control over the show. Next, Canuckleheads entertainment all across the spectrum. That may trigger people. No lie, Ken. That may trigger people. Just because Spectrum internet is really, really terrible. So that I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to trigger people that have issues with Spectrum internet. So that's that might be too much Monka That might be too much Monka TOS. All right, so let's create this studio for my VIPs, and let's send out the invite to my VIPs, because I keep forgetting to do that. There we go. All right, but the huge shout out to our two Supreme Canuckleheads. We have Ragnarok Knight. Usually Harima in the chat. If you see Harima, give him a high five. And we also have Viper Talon as another one. So those two have been keeping the lights on for the show. Thank you guys so much for the huge support. Really, really appreciate it. Special content. Big dog. Big dog. Yeah, so you want to join the Discord? $5 a month, you can join the Discord. That also works on my Twitch. So if you subscribe to my Twitch channel for the $5 a month, you also get into the Discord. So you're not going to miss anything. You're not going to miss anything at all. Don't worry about it. You'll be there. We'll have fun. We'll have exciting times. It's not a very super active Discord, but it's got some pretty cool stuff in there. And check me out on Twitter at DarksideEV if you have not already. Where you can catch me flaming people that deserve it and all this stuff, because people just cannot figure out that if they just don't do stupid things, then I won't laugh at them. And they get upset when I laugh at them, so I continue laughing. I mean, it's a pretty basic concept. Don't act like an idiot. Don't attack other people that haven't done anything. And then maybe people won't punch back. maybe people won't punch back at you. OnlyFans now that OnlyFans is back on the market for adult content, I think my dream might come true. I was worried because OnlyFans cut out the adult content industry, and it made me sad because my dream of getting big on OnlyFans was gone. Twitch takes a small cut. Patreon does not, really, at all. Patreon doesn't really take much of a cut at all. If you want to donate directly to me, there's a handy little link at the very top of the stream. You can donate, and the lovely Bella, the lovely AI program named Bella, will read your super chat for you. I get pretty much 100% of those. If you want to super chat the regular way and pay YouTube, you can super chat the regular way and pay YouTube as well. That's all good. So there you go. I think that's all the shilling I need to do. at the moment. Kiwi Farms has special content on Joey. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Ken, you heathen. You haven't figured out that Ken is a heathen by now. I don't know where you've been. Honestly, I don't know where you've been. But yeah, so that's a little bit about what we're gonna do today on the show. We're gonna talk. We're gonna start with the stuff for Terri Doty, because it's a lot of stuff to read through, so it's gonna take a little bit of time. They have my doing toys mom. Now, come on now. Nobody wants to talk about Ron Toye's mom. Nobody wants to talk about Rontoya's mom. Doing that will get you locked in the toy box. It will get you locked in the toy box as punishment. So please, let's not let's not do that. Screw Bella, Team Edward. Oh my God. Yeah, we'll get into all this funny stuff in a little bit here. We're going to start out with Terri Doty and her twit longer. I don't know if you guys can read this very well, but one second. You just zoop this in here. I know. You really don't want to look at this face, but that's okay. Bear with me. The face will be off the screen in a minute. No one wants to look at a wrinkled elephant skin rug, I understand. There we go. Let's talk about Chuck Huber. Let's talk about Chuck. Send me to the toy box, Mom. See, I send you to the entity. You see, I hook you 3 times, and then you go on your merry way to the entity, and God knows what happens to you there. Why do so many crazy people have their hair, have colored hair? I mean, I have no idea. Like I don't understand. Exactly, the toy A box. Chris Jacobson. Only fair considering they kept talking about Mama Vic. It's true, but Mama Vic can defend herself. Mama Vic is not a vulnerable little princess. Nice Dead by Daylight reference. This is me, actually. So if you're watching the stream right now, if you're not listening to the stream, but if you're watching the stream right now, that picture on screen is actually me in my Huntress cosplay. My Huntress cosplay that I break out usually around Halloween. So yeah. I'll show that, but that's just to show you how much of a dick you are. Just to show everyone how much of an asshole you are. Can we get a Canuckleheads branded toy box in the store? If they ever make one, I absolutely would. If they ever made like a toy box, I absolutely would. I absolutely would make a toy box because that'd be hilarious. I look dumb in it. I mean, at least I don't look like you. Anyways. So let's talk about Chuck Huber. So this was posted by Terri Doty on Twitter. I haven't taken a look into this. Like, I mean, I read it, but I haven't taken a look into it on stream. So I wanted to do that today and then break this down bit by bit by why I think this is mostly BS. Mostly BS. I can't take it anymore. I'm certain you couldn't. I keep seeing post after post of people being taken advantage of by someone who isn't a friend and is barely even a colleague at this point. Okay, let's start out by saying this. First of all, I don't understand why people think it's okay to attack your coworkers while you're still both employed by the same employer. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, maybe it's just me. However, as a Twitch streamer who is affiliated, I'm not allowed to smash down or trash talk other Twitch streamers. I'm not allowed to tear down people who are under contract with Twitch. Same thing with YouTubers, where like it's bound by the terms of service and by the contracts that you're not allowed to damage the other company's property, basically. Because I mean, I'm not employed by these companies, but I am under contract when I'm streaming on their platform. So if I'm on Twitch, I'm not allowed to go and smash down another Twitch streamer because that would be, using the company to smash down the company. So I don't understand why it's okay for Funimation voice actors. It's apparently openly fine for Funimation voice actors to do stuff like this. I mean, clearly they're still colleagues, right? Clearly they're still both contractually under Funimation, right? And so she's using her platform to attack Chuck Huber, who's also a Funimation contractee, employee, whatever you want to call it. So it's very curious that Funimation is allowing this to continue to happen. So that's just a piece of information. It's very, very curious. Very, very curious. So I met Chuck during an internship in 2008. Since then, I've directed and acted alongside him in numerous properties. So you've taken advantage of Chuck. For someone who is mad about someone taking advantage of somebody else, you had taken advantage of Chuck and his abilities in the industry. So there you go. When my friend and I decided to start a podcast, Chuck approached me with the idea of working together. He saw an opportunity to monetize the show, and I declined. Again, this doesn't seem like a dick thing to do. It seems like Chuck is trying to help out. But hey, it's like, I don't know why you would include this. You started a podcast which failed. Apparently, it was a decent podcast, and it just went into the ground. And then you started up another podcast and you interviewed Funimation voice actors like Jamie Markey, like Colleen Clinkenbeard, like Monica Rial. And you apparently didn't want money. So, I mean, why wouldn't you want money for doing a service? Like, I understand not wanting to take, quote unquote, take advantage of fans. But if people want to give you money, then just let them give you money. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. It was after this I saw past the veneer. He became shorter with me, condescending. But I've been in the biz since I was 14. Oh, I'm sure you have, honey. I'm sure you were a mover and shaker since you were 14. I know how to deal with fragile egos. Certainly. This sounds entirely like someone who has a fragile ego, by the way. This entire Twitlonger seems like someone who has a fragile ego, actually. In the summer of 2017, Chuck and I were booked at the same convention. I was given security because of an issue that I had with a fan. So I took a look here, and this is referring to ACON 2017, where she is indeed there with Chuck Huber and the rest of the Funimation Mafia. So we have Weidenheft here. We have Tatum, J. Michael Tatum here. We have Sonny Strait. We have Chris Sabat. We have, Vic is there. Vic was part of the group. This was before he got terminated, right? Before he got completely obliterated out of existence by the Funimation crew. We have, who else here? Oh, there's Chuck Huber. Yeah, there's Chuck Huber. We have Terri Doty. Yeah, there she is. We have, who else? Johnny and Bosch. We have Chris Bevins. Yeah. And yeah, so you see, lots of Funimation voice actors peppered throughout here. So yes, they were in here together. They were in here together at that time. So confirmed. The fan had harassed me for months. He said numerous disturbing things, one of which was something along the lines of, I'm going to teach her a lesson, when he'd see me at this particular con. So here's the thing. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you here too. I took a look through literally tens of thousands of posts that this kid has made. I couldn't find anything where he directed anything towards her. She's not posting the threat. This is where I start to get questionable here. I start questioning her validity at this point because she's saying something along the lines of, so she's making it up. She doesn't know what he said. If this was an email, if this was a DM, if this was a message, if this was something, you don't say, this is something along the lines of. This tells me that she either heard it from a third party or she's making it up. Because she doesn't have evidence. She doesn't have anything concrete, and she's not even sure about what he said. So, my understanding here. Let me pull up the images real quick. was that Akon announced Terri January 13th of 2017. Akon announced Terri January 13th. Proud to announce Terri Doty is coming to Akon 28. Edward, who's the kid, by the way, I verified this numerous times. Edward Redacted, this is his first comment, one of very few comments about Terri. It's been a while since I've met her at YuleCon and Anime Fest up to 5 times. He's used this verbiage before when he's talked about voice actors, by the way, in the many thousands of posts that I've gone through to try and find literally anything regarding this. He's talked about other voice actors, like, oh, I'm excited to see this voice actor. I've met her up to 7 times. This will be my 8th time meeting her at this convention. So this is what he says all the time. Not creepy. It's just what he does. This will be my 6th time meeting her once again. Perhaps the cons got my messages requesting the voice actors and it worked. So Akon does do a thing where they ask people who they want to see. I'm sure that Edward asked to see her and they got her in. I don't know if it was just because he did it, what have you, but there you go. So this point, this is January. The convention is in June. So there's several months leading up to the convention. So it could have been that he had been messaging her for several months, but we don't know because she's not showing any information and she's not sharing any information. So all we have is her word, and we already know, never believe someone at their word because, facts don't lie, people do. That's the way it goes. So during an autograph session, so notice here, there's a huge gap of time. He'd harassed me for months, and then boom, during my autograph session. So there's an entire fucking 4 or 5 months between this happening. But I guess like 5 or 6 months, actually, between these 2 lines of text. So she's completely glazing over the fact that he'd been, quote-unquote, harassing her for 6 months. What are the messages? What did he send you? What did he say? Share the fucking messages. Show the DMs. Show the emails. Did he not send you anything? Was he just an overzealous fan who was excited to see you and you were just annoyed with him? And you heard from somebody else that he said something because you might have blocked him and he was messaging other voice actors to find out what he did wrong? We don't know because you won't post the fucking messages. Yeah, source, dude, trust me. Exactly. So during an autograph session, this fan approached me. I froze. So I initially thought that deerkins were a joke, right? I thought it's, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But now after all of these accounts of women freezing, quote unquote, I'm convinced that they exist. I'm convinced that these women are actually deer. They are actually mentally deer, and they are deer in human skin. They freeze at the sight of anything. My security guy Will told me I'd lost all color in my face, and that was up to me how I wanted to handle this. I don't think he told you this. I think that's bullshit. I think your security guy Will probably said, "Oh, you seem like you're disturbed by something. How do you want to handle it?" That's what I would say. Hello, Catnip Dave. Hello, Sam. Unfortunately, most people's words carry weight as the air used to speak it. Exactly. I shook my head and whispered, I can't do this. I can't do this. So you couldn't deal with the fact that the kid was in your autograph line. So here's the thing. If this kid has been harassing you for the past 6 months to the point where you're pissing yourself in bed at a mere thought of him showing up to your event, why don't you turn over the emails and the conversations and the contact to the convention so that they can pull his pass, so they can prevent him from going in the pass, prevent him from going in the convention and potentially harassing you. You didn't do it because they didn't exist. That's the way it goes. You didn't do it because you didn't exist. Exactly. Where's the guest relations folks? Where was literally anything going on here? It's bullshit. Bullshit. Will approached the fan. The fan didn't leave. The police had to get involved. So again, you're leaving details out. You're leaving details out here because you didn't go into what was said. Why didn't you go into details here? Hey, Dr. Reddit. You heard Joey was in the chat. Is it true that we have the Toothless Wonder here? It is very true, yes. We have Joey Reeler in the chat. The JPEG himself. A fellow actress and a good friend walked me back to my hotel. Who was that actress? Who was that actress, by the way? Because we know now that you've been involved very closely with Jamie Markey, Monica Rial. You're involved with Colin Clinkenbeard. Let's take a look who the guest list was, shall we? Who was at the show with you that could have been a fellow actress that you had escort you back to your room? Well, we have Sarah Weidenheft. Potential. It's potentially one. Who else do we have here? No Monica Rial on this one, right? I don't think Monica was in this show. I don't think Markey was in this show. So it was very likely Weidenheft, right? Because that would be the only other person in your little clique that actually thinks the same mutant way that you do. That the only other person that would think that autistic people are subhuman, just like you think, Terri Doty. You seem to think that these people are subhuman and they don't deserve your time, that they're just walking time bombs. Yeah, Weidenheft would be in that category, wouldn't she? Was she the one that walked you back to your room? Was she the one that walked you back to your room? She's part of that hate group, right? Part of that group that really doesn't like people. That tried to get Johnny Young Bosch turfed. Under the thumb of Christopher Sabat, right? Only other person in here that I recognize from Funimation. So, maybe. Why didn't you name them? Again, like these are all things. It's like, I'm not saying, oh, name and shame them. I'm saying name them because naming people and being specific about the things that you're claiming lends credence to your story. When you leave out details and when you purposely avoid certain things, it makes you sound like you're full of shit. It really, really does. Yeah. Sarah Weidenheft is the one that has the brother that got in trouble for little people pictures. That is true. That is very true. How was your day in jacked up reality? Oh my god, you guys are too much. So, a fellow actress walked me back to my hotel. We were surrounded by many security guards. I kept saying, this is nuts. I'm just a voice actor. Bullshit. Bullshit. You couldn't even remember what he said to you. I doubt you remember what you said over and over and over again. I'm just a voice actor. You're not even a voice actor. You're a nobody. Nobody knows who you are, by the way. Let me just share this picture real quick too. This is at the end of Acon 28, by the way, when the official Acon 29 guest request post. I went through every single one of the 759 comments and 106 shares. I did a name search on Terri Doty. How many people really wanted you to come back next year? Nobody. Zero. There was no requests for you to come back because no one knows who the fuck you are. Nobody. Zero. Nada. You literally shat on the only person that wanted you there. So congratulations. Zero people asked for you to come back. What I didn't know at the time was the fan didn't leave the con. Really. So you didn't actually approach anybody about this. He went from table to table speaking about how horrible I was, how horrible the security was. I'm not sure if you've ever met somebody who has fixations, but when you do something shit to them, they're going to talk about it a lot, actually. And they're going to talk about it to everybody because it's at the forefront of their mind, and they're going to talk about it over and over and over again. Chuck, with no skin in the game, messaged the security service and tagged myself with other guests coming to defense of the fan, which he absolutely should have. Because you people are disgusting. Because you people are attacking an autistic fan for being autistic. This is actually, by the way, Joey, this is actually attacking somebody for being autistic and not because they're an a-hole like yourself. This is attacking someone because they're autistic. The kid was a super fan of the shows that Terri was a part of. He may have been, quote unquote, annoying. He may have, he may have said something that crossed a line. We don't know because she won't share what he said. She doesn't even remember what he said. Tia Ballard's a Funimation voice actress. Could have been Tia Ballard too then. Could have been Tia Ballard. Tension seeking, exactly. SSJ0. So, this is actually attacking someone for their autism. This is not attacking somebody because he's a dick. Because he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. He stood in a lineup to get her autograph. He wasn't doing anything. Last we saw, he was excited to see her. He didn't have a gun. He didn't have a knife. He didn't do any gestures towards her when he was standing in line. He did nothing. Nothing. And they got police to have him removed from the lineup. So that is attacking someone for having autism. You buffoon. And then claiming that Chuck is doing something wrong by letting people know, the security who are handling him and the guests who are calling him a danger, somehow by letting them know that, hey, he's autistic, this is what he does all the time, he's harmless. This is how you should handle him to avoid making the situation worse, where it could potentially end up with him getting shot. Because police love to shoot autistic people. Maybe we can avoid that. That's what Chuck was doing. And her response was, I blocked Chuck's email and number after this. I blocked him on Twitter after a situation with someone close to me. What's the situation with someone close to you? Like, again, why are you leaving out details? There are many stories from friends and colleagues that I could share, but those aren't my stories to tell. You won't even tell your own story. You won't even tell your own story. Hello? They're not your stories to tell. You won't even tell your own. Atrocious. We've had the occasional run-in and done done a couple of conventions together since then. Oh yeah, you literally couldn't stand to be around Chuck Huber at all. You couldn't bear to see him, but you were totally fine being in 2 conventions with him. I can't play the nice game, so I just left most places he was and refused to be on panels with him, so you were unprofessional. You were completely unprofessional. I'm surprised you even get convention appearances. Surprised you get convention appearances. Seems like working in the convention biz that your security team would not ask if they're all right and what they should do in protecting them. They make the decision and act on it. That's what I'm saying, Stan. Like, it's bizarre. It's the entire situation here. She's wording it very carefully to make herself look good, without showing anything at all. Where would you know this, Terri? What's she known for? Nothing. You know what? It actually, the funniest thing is, Akon fucking roasts her so goddamn bad, and they do it unintentionally. I mean, they have it right here. Since her unforgettable debut as Woman A in Tsubasa, The Reservoir Chronicle. So she debuted as a fucking extra in an anime. Which, I mean, cover that up. Her forgettable debut. You got that 100% right, Akon. I don't know why you put the brackets. Whoops. Wrong one. There you go. There you go. She had a forgettable debut as an extra. Unbelievable. Now Voice This definitely followed what I already knew about Chuck. So this is where it really gets into it now. It's all about the Now Voice This thing, right? Because the people that were coming out attacking Chuck over Now Voice This, they weren't getting enough hits, were they, Terry? They weren't getting enough traction, were they, Terry? The same thing that happened with Hanlea, right? Vic wasn't getting enough traction. Like, they weren't getting enough traction on Vic, were they? So she had to come out with her own story. It happened to me, right? Sound familiar? Oh, it happened to you with Chuck Huber, didn't it? Sure it did. He likes to make money. So fucking what? There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but that's what this entire thing has been about. That's what your entire argument has been about this time. That he's taking advantage of fans. Taking advantage of fans. I teach voiceover one-on-one from time to time, so sometimes those students are fans. Well, you're taking advantage of them. Are you doing it for free? No, you're taking money from your fans? You're taking advantage of fans, Terry. How fucking dare you? Fans are often inspiring voice actors. That's totally cool. No, you're grooming them. You're taking advantage of them. You're taking advantage of them, Terry. How dare you? There is something wrong with taking advantage of your fan base, then why are you doing it? Then why are you doing it? There is something wrong with gaslighting participants and those helping you in the process, so then why are you doing it? I really don't have an end to this, so then what's the point of this entire post? You've gotten swept up in this craziness. I'm so sorry. Please know that myself and several others are reading your stories. We're cheering you on. Yeah, you want other people to go and destroy their reputation while just holding your own at Funimation. I really hope that this gets seen by Funimation, like not in this video. I mean this stupid twit longer, so that they can really see exactly what kind of person you are, and then just quietly never put you in a role again. This experience does not define you. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? This experience does not define you. You're acting like Chuck just like brutally rap artist their entire family. He sent you an email among other people who were calling an autistic kid a danger and clarified how they could be handling him better. How they could be approaching him better. How they could be talking to him better. Just your 2 cents. I'm sure it was. Let's take a look, shall we? Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek here. We have a couple tweets. This is his public Twitter. Last night, I didn't mean to take it personally against Terry on purpose and sincerely apologize for my critical mistake. And he adds that anime show. This is back in 2017, March 10th of 2017. So again, before the show. This happened before the show. Last night, I didn't mean to take it personally against Terry for the mistake I made, and I sincerely apologize to her. Thank you so much, Dr. Reddit, for the $4.99 super chat. Joey, prove that you are not mad. Oh, Dr. Reddit's calling you out, Joey. Dr. Reddit's calling you out, Joey. Come on. Are you going to stand for that, Joey? Joey Jehoshaphat? So, there you have it. Something happened on March 10th or March 9th. I scoured his comments. He makes tweets. Let me just say this. When he watches an anime episode, he takes photos constantly of the screen and gives a synopsis of the entire anime episode. So I literally had to go through tens of thousands of tweets and Facebook posts and everything else like that. I found literally nothing regarding this incident. He barely tweeted at all when he was at A-Kon. He didn't make any Facebook posts at all when he was at A-Kon. So I literally have no idea what this is going on about. There's like literally no anything at all to hey Gav, how you doing? There's nothing at all to back up what is going on here. There's no interactions. If this was so permeating, if he was like so vicious and attacking and everything else, it would be somewhere. It would be somewhere. You dealt with that shit literally all your life. I can't find it though. So the only person that has this information clearly is Terri, and she's not willing to share it. So my ability to believe Terri is going down and down and down and down because she's not willing. She's leaving out key pieces of information, and she's refusing to elaborate on these pieces of information. Meanwhile, looking at Edward's information, there's nothing that supports that he was fixated or anything else like that. There's nothing at all. Like, for someone, okay, let me just break this down from a psychology perspective, right? If someone is fixated on somebody else, like our friend Joey here is super fixated on me, that's all they ever talk about. That's all they ever talk about. They bring it up constantly. They bring it up unprovoked. There is no evidence that this happened with Edward. He made like one post about Terri showing up. He made one post about Terri showing up, and that was it. He didn't say anything and he made two tweets apologizing to her about something that he allegedly did on March 9th, which I still can't find any evidence of anything happening outside of that. And you know what else I didn't find? Here's a funny one. I didn't see, in the tens of thousands of posts and tweets that I looked through, I didn't see a single time that Edward stated he's autistic. Not one. Not one at all. Edward never at any point blamed his autism or said he was autistic or cried about being mistreated because he was autistic. Not a single time. He owned his actions on the two tweets that I looked at. That was it. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm autistic, so blah, blah, blah." No, he didn't say it. He didn't even say the word autistic. Because guess what? They don't. People who are autistic don't draw attention to their autism. Unlike our good friend JPEG. Exactly. Exactly, Roxas. I don't believe, like, it's a personal rule for me that I don't believe anything that people on Twitter talk about. You talk about shit on Twitter, I don't care. I don't listen to you. And the fact of the matter is that I don't understand what there is to gain for attacking Chuck here. what is there to gain from attacking Chuck over random things? Like, she took shots at several different things. What did Chuck E. Cheese do? Now, again, I'm not here to defend Chuck. Because he's made his own bed and he's getting exactly what he deserves. He's getting all the venom and snake bites he deserves. Don't get me wrong. Anybody at all that plays true neutral and tries to make themselves the morality, like the pinnacle of morality, yeah. Let's just say you're gonna reap what you sow in that situation. I'm not out here to throw shade or not throw shade or support. I don't really care. Chuck's getting exactly what he deserved in the situation. He laid down in the nest of vipers and he's getting bit. So Crumb said she doesn't believe Chuck. Quick, Joey, twist the story and report back to your lemming. Chuck backhandedly stood up for Vic. Chuck Huber, she is from her brain died. I guess it's hereditary then. Chuck wrote a statement for Vic to sign, which incriminated Vic on a bunch of different terrible things, which is not something that a friend would do. Basically, Chuck wrote a statement on behalf of Vic that would make him admit that, or like force him to admit. No, chill. Force him to admit that he's a sex pest and all this other stuff, or he's a sex addict, I think the terminology was. Chuck has this weird like moral standing. Like, he thinks that he's just like the pinnacle of morality, and he gets to dictate this to everyone else. Like, I don't doubt for a second that he actually did shame Monica Rial for wanting to not have children or being childless or something like that, because that just seems in line with something that Chuck would do. I don't know if I don't know what was said or anything else like that, but basically it seems in line with what Chuck would do, because what Chuck did with Vic. Like, Chuck literally wrote a statement to try and get Vic to say that he was addicted to sex and all this other stuff. And again, like, I'm sure it came from a good place. I don't know what that place is or how radioactive it would be. But, you know, Chuck has a really distorted sense of his own moral standing. So I don't doubt that he said like really weird things. Chuck said, what about Monica? Allegedly, Chuck shamed her for being childless or something like that, or not having children. Or he shamed her for making the choice to not have children or something like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't really care. I mean, they're made for each other. Go for it. Y'all can, like Monica, Chuck, y'all can rot in the same coffin. Go for it. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care about the lot of them. But no, so there is that happened. But again, I'm not here to defend Chuck Huber at all. I'm not here to defend Chuck Huber. I'm just saying this entire situation seems really odd, and it seems very, very misplaced and weird. So it seems to, and it follows the exact, like, to the letter, the exact same manifesto as the situation that people are attacking Vic. So if everyone, we can go back in time for a moment. Han Leia, some nobody Twitter account on Twitter. Han Leia made an accusation, a false accusation that turned out to be a different voice actor, Illich Guardiola, someone who actually was dating Monica at one point. So Monica would know about this. But Illich Guardiola, back in the day, did some bad things. And Han Leia mistook that those bad things for Vic, and she applied it to Vic. So she took the allegations that she had for Illic Guardiola and she applied it to Vic. Big surprise. And it turned out to be false. But people were calling it out. And then because they weren't getting the reaction. Hello, Ragnarok Knight. There's one of our Supreme Canuckleheads. They weren't getting the reaction they wanted off of the big reveal that Vic Man bad. Even though it wasn't Vic Man bad. It was Illic Man bad. But even though they weren't getting the reaction off that, so then Monica jumped in and said, oh, for all the people that are saying that Vic didn't do terrible things, it happened to me. And made her own twit longer. So the parallels here is very interesting. The fact that you have some nobody, in this case, Terri Doty. Well, she's a nobody, but she has a check mark. So you have some nobodies who are thrashing Now Voice This. They're not getting any reaction against Chuck Huber. So you have to tap somebody in the industry, right? So the only nobody in the industry that has any sort of credibility at all because of a blue check mark, they get her involved. And then it blows up, right? Chuck was complaining to Vic about the hotel arrangements. A fan of Vic's, who's a Star Trek Continues fan, heard about the hotel and offered to move both of them to a better hotel. Oh. I guess there's more to that story. It's one of two. So yeah, the parallels here are very, very interesting. So you have a nobody, like a no-name person who's not in the industry making a claim about someone who's in the industry, and then it's not getting any traction whatsoever. And so you have someone who's in the industry co-opt the story and then claim it happened to them, which Terri did. Terri claimed that something terrible happened to her from Chuck Huber, right? Even though she can't name what it is. Just that he's a terrible person for letting her know that the kid that was quote unquote attacking her, even though she can't claim or show anything at all of what he was doing to quote unquote attack her, was autistic. And this is, if you want to avoid a scene, here you go. Here's how you can do it. I don't see how anything that Chuck did was disrespectful. I don't see how anything that Chuck did was an attack on her, etc., etc. And what about Sabbath's casting couch? Well, that's another interesting part too, right? Because she's part of the whole crew. She's part of the whole group. Terri is actually married to Terry's actually married to an employee of Christopher Sabat. Oh, did Joey leave? We're just getting to his part, too. Makes me sad. Just tying up my hair at the moment. How does this not read like a very obvious conspiracy concocted by a bunch of bitter big mads that are angry that Chuck didn't entirely validate their bullshit? That's what I'm saying. Like, this is what I find so bizarre. Like, how is it a terrible thing that Chuck Huber, someone who's been in the industry longer than you have as well, Terri, by the way, and your husband, how is it so bad that Chuck is offering to help monetize your podcast? I'd love to see how that logic comes to play. How is it so terrible that it's Chuck's offering to get you money? That's just so terrible, though. Because he's taking advantage of his fans. But yet, are you working for free, Terri? I don't think you are. Are you giving voice acting lessons for free? I don't think you are. Are you targeting people that are not your fans? I don't think you are. I don't think you are. So you can still at Joey, so he must be in chat. Probably. I think he's probably recovering from that knockout blow earlier. I think he's recovering from that knockout blow. Which brings me to our good friend. Our good friend, who's LARPing several accounts on Twitter, by the way. This is the funny part. Like our good friend Joey seems to think that we forget. The internet never forgets. These social media attacks always boil down to petty revenge. Shit and plain and simple. Absolutely. What knockout blow? I'll let chat elaborate on that knockout blow. It would be gauche if I bring it up again. Of course he's clipping it out of context. I'm sure he's sitting in the YouTube channel right now and he's just like clipping for videos. So his alternate ego, Stormy, can make YouTube videos and steal my content yet again. So he can steal my YouTube videos, clip them, and then put like Comic Sans font over top of them because apparently, he's doing the Sargon bare minimum transformative. Because these people don't have any talent. They don't have any talent. Of course they're breaking TOS. Of course they are. They don't care though. They only care when other people do. It's fine for them to do it though. It's fine for them to do it. It's so funny. Like he's been like attempting to remove the tags. It's like whenever he's like replying to a topic with me tagged in it, he's trying to remove me from the tags because he thinks that. And this has only happened recently because I brought up the fact that his side of things, him and his little clown posse, they like to go and take advantage of the Twitter AI algorithm, and they like to mass report things because they like to bait people into arguments and then have a bunch of ats towards them, and then they have a bunch of people report those because you could report it for harassment or spam, and then it automatically gets taken out. It was Vic's fault I couldn't breathe. Don't shame me. He stopped my breathing with a Canuckleheads branded throw pillow. It's your fault, I'll sue. Oh my god. That's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, you could get your very own. You can get your very own throw pillows, by the way. The Insane Clown Posse, exactly. There you go. You can get your very own. I'll keep this up here for a bit. You can get your very own Yikes Hard throw pillows. Yikes Hard Lemon Shade. I did the edits myself. Shame me harder, daddy. Talent, style, charisma, integrity, a life. These are the qualities these types of folks that are obsessed over me lack. You're damn correct. You are damn right. They lack all of those things. Show the new merch. Yes, we have the Yikes Hard Lemon Shade. We have the pillow, the throw pillow available now. That is up for sale on the Canuckleheads store. We also balls or no balls pillow. You can get it zipper or no zipper. You can get it zipper or no zipper if you want to. Why are the double dongs still on back order? Crumbspiracy. You can get yourself your very own Yikes Hard Lemon Shade. It has the Canuckle Zone on the back of it. The front of it has you can see it's unisex too. You get your very own t-shirts. Your Yikes Hard Lemon Shade t-shirts. You had Chuck Huber endorse it, you could call it the Canucka Chuck. Oh my god, I don't think Chuck Huber would talk to me. I don't know, like he unfollowed me a while ago. He followed me back when the Vic stuff was happening, and he unfollowed me a while ago. I don't think Chuck likes me. I mean, it's fine because the feeling's mutual. I'm not a huge fan of Chuck, so that'll be a beautiful addition to yours and Quinny's brand new Orange County condo. Let's go. Let's go. So I will share the I will share the link to the store here in just a minute. As soon as I can get the damn thing up here. Here we go. Now it's showing on here. There you go. That should take you to the store. Oh, wait. No. Scratch that. That's the wrong link. I don't want you guys screwing up on that one. It's this one. That's the collections one. That's the collections one. You can get yourself a pack of 12 lip balms as well. Canuckleheads lip balms. You can go for that if you want to. These are all 15% off too right now. It's 15% off for the throw pillow, 15% off for the t-shirt. Do it up. You get the mason jar. You can get wrapping paper. You can get Canuckleheads wrapping paper. What have you been missing? Not much. You haven't missed very much. I'm gonna keep the I'll keep the pillow on screen because it's pretty funny. You gonna try to get a throw pillow later? You need the budget right now? No worries. No worries. It ain't going anywhere unless a bunch of fat mads false report my Zazzle again. So unless a bunch of fat mads report my Zazzle, like false report my Zazzle, and make up some sob story again about how I'm making fun of some topic that I'm absolutely not, then there you go. Which they're definitely gonna get their comeuppance. They're definitely gonna get their comeuppance if they try to bull drive about that. It's not even about them. No, it's just it's just a random joke. This one's just a random joke. This one's actually this one's actually closer to making fun of don't give the ammo. They're gonna do it anyways, Stan. They're gonna do it anyways. But no, this is closer to making fun of lemonades from the Vic case. Sacred ointment. Exactly. No. So why is it so lucrative for these? Not even lucrative because they don't even want money. Clearly, because Terri says she doesn't want money. So what's the motivation for these people going on Twitter and starting these slap fights? It makes absolutely no sense. I've been dealing with it all week. It's funny. I laugh at it now. It doesn't cause me any stress whatsoever. Adam Mosquito. Hey, if you guys have a mosquito, you can add that onto it. Right? They don't need money. Exactly. You bought 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Megatons today. Pulled a secret rare Raviel, Lord of the Phantasms. Nice. That is a very good day. Life gives you lemons, squeeze them into your eye, and ruin your life even more. Endorphins, yes. So the funny part is these individuals, they don't have anything in their lives. They don't have anything going for them, at all. Our good friend who really, really hates everything that I do, right? He really hates everything about my show, really hates everything about me, yet here he is. Even was boxing with you people in chat for a while. Trying to get a sound clip, I guess. Trying to get a sound clip when I'm literally making a stream defending an autistic kid while he's in stream saying stupid things like, they're coddling him. I don't think it's coddling him when they call the police to have him removed from a lineup. I think your view of coddling is a little bit skewed. Just a tiny bit. You missed our good friend Joey, Gav. He was in the chat. Our good friend Joey was in the chat. But no, it's so I guess he left. I guess he finished into his sock, and now he's begging his aunts for an aftershock snack, I guess. He went to Twitter to beg for help, on his knees, begging for help. I love how Dr. Reddit, you have that little profile picture now. That's so cute. Little Dr. Reddit profile picture. Joey Reeler. Chicken nuggies. Yeah, he's begging for chicken nuggies. Sock is stronger than concrete. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. But no, it's so funny because there's a bunch of individuals that think that that they wonder why people come after them. And the spoiler alert is, where can you get that pillow? You can get it right here, Don Wanderer. Right on the Canuckleheads podcast store. So the spoiler alert here is that these people know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They know who's watching. Send Joey a sock. He already has too many sock accounts. That's what I was getting into before we got rudely interrupted. They always strike first. They always throw the first punch. And the only reason that he's retreating right now, the only reason that he's like retired his Stormy account, which I'm pretty sure Stormy is going to come back very, very soon, by the way. Sources tell me that Stormy is preparing something, which I'm pretty sure it's just going to be Stormy like clipping my video with my voice with no comment and no commentary at all, because if Stormy actually commentary the videos that Stormy put out, we would all know it's Joey, because Joey puts out a lot of videos and Joey requests that a lot of his friends that we say all right, before that just reminded me, before I get too far off topic, if y'all remember back the first time that Joey did his Circle of Life, and before he locked up and then came back on, Joey had a quote unquote friend, right? Joey had an autistic friend, who was jumping on every single topic that Joey was talking on, and defending Joey on all these certain things. And then apparently and this entire thing came up because apparently I made fun of his friend, and that meant that and because I made fun of his friend, that means that I just attack all autistic people all the time ever. I'm apparently attacking an autistic person right now. If I turned on the camera, I'd be punching an autistic kid right now. I can't help myself. So allegedly, this person was somebody separate, but I jokingly called out that it sounded a lot like Joey because they used the exact same verbiage and the exact same like talking, because Joey really thinks that autistic people sound and act a certain way, so that's the only thing he can LARP. He acts the same way, which is why I say that that's why I say that I don't believe that he's autistic. Because he's acting what he thinks an autistic person would be like. It's very, very obvious. And every person that he's acting like an autistic person acts exactly like him. When out of the 3 people that have been on Twitter that are claiming to be autistic, that all seem to act exactly like Joey, that Joey constantly is posting videos about himself and is always encouraging his friends to post videos, but they never do. And all of these videos they make never have commentary. But he acts the same way that they do. When no other fucking autistic person I have ever met in my fucking life acts like Joey. These are reasons why I think that Joey, you are these accounts. Because you act the same way for other people who you claim are autistic. You act the same way, you type the same way. It's uncanny how close your syntax is to Stormy and your other friend that I called out for being you, and that you're shitting your pants and losing your mind, and then you go out of your way to expose yourself like Chewbacca exposed herself as being Martin Bedeck by going on a tweet that someone was replying to Stormy, and you replied to it as Joey. Sorry, Joey, you played yourself. Sorry, Joey, you played yourself. I mean, I don't know for sure, and I probably never will, because I don't want to go. I don't want to go to where you are and meet you.
Come on, man.
I don't want to go to where you are and meet you. I don't care about you. Can only contain him for so long. All these chains that bind me. You know, he played himself because he shook it off more than twice. Exactly. Nobody wants to meet JPEG. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Joey. I don't care. I don't care about what you say. I don't care about your opinion. I find it hilarious. I find it funny because you are dedicating your life to this right now. Because it's all you have. You clearly do have a shame kink. That's very much obvious. Because you constantly post stuff about yourself, the most intimate details about yourself, that nobody in their right mind would talk about on the internet. You clearly have some sort of complex where you have multiple Twitter accounts that you converse with yourself with. Because, you know, your defense, right, is I don't have a PlayStation 5. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares if you have a PlayStation 5 or you don't have a PlayStation 5. You don't post any evidence. You make claims. Like, I could say right now, like Ken, as an example, right? Someone could say that Ken and I are the same account. Well, Ken, I don't have a PlayStation 5 in my house and you do, right? So you have a PlayStation 5, I don't, so we're different people. I have a fire truck parked outside of my house right now, and Ken, look outside your window. Is the fire truck there? There's no fire truck, so we're different people. That's his level of evidence, right? That's how he's throwing people off the trail. Which again, he could be different people, but the way, do I look rich enough to have a PS5? He could be different people. I don't know. But the way he is acting right now is making it very, very obvious that he's either being dishonest or that he's, yeah, exactly. Have you ever seen Crumb and me in the same, Crumb and Ken in the same room? See, I said Crumb and me, so there we go. That's 100% confirmed. You've never seen Ken off of camera, so how could you know? How could you know? So like, this is what I'm saying. It's like, dude, I don't care if you're the same person. You see? You saying Xbox One is shit, you ableist? Can you get a PS5 asking for a friend? So, like, I don't care if you're the same person. I don't care if you're different people. I mean, maybe you struck the genetic lottery and you found the same IQ pool. I don't know. I don't care. The fact of the matter is, you want me to stop talking about you, then stop talking and attacking and doing anything that you're doing towards myself or my friends or the topics that I'm covering. Because at the end of the day, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a content creator. I create content for people to laugh at. I create things for people to go and have entertainment with at the end of the day. If you want me to stop talking about you, then stop being entertaining. It's as simple as that. If you're boring, and if you stop attacking me, or stop attacking Sam, or stop attacking Quentin, stop attacking Vic, stop attacking literally fucking anybody, I won't have anything to talk about. And I'll find a different topic to cover. It's as simple as that. I talk about anything on this fucking show. I don't script this show. Clearly. Clearly I don't script this show. I usually come up with the idea 20 minutes before the show. Unless there's something going on that week that I want to talk about. I don't have a topic to talk about usually. I don't sit here for days, hours, weeks, months on end and sit there and obsess or name search on Twitter. I don't do that shit. You guys do it, clearly, because y'all can't get enough of me. I mean, if you can't get enough of me, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell. And if you're so inclined, you can join the channel membership as well. $5 channel membership does get you access to the Discord as well. So there you go. And access to these wonderful emotes. I'll show off these wonderful emotes. My personal favorite is this cat. I fucking love that cat emote. There you go. If you cannot get enough of me, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell and join the channel. We're up all night to get lucky. Exactly. Oh my gosh. So there you go. Out of the tens of thousands of tweets and posts and everything else, I couldn't find anything that our good dear friend Edward had posted negatively or attacks on our weirdo friend Terry. Do it, Joey. Join us. The emotes do not look good in dark mode. Well, that's your fault, Ken. That's your fault for being an ableist. Or something. I don't know. You know what does look good in dark mode, though? This throw pillow goes really well in dark mode. Edward hasn't commented on it at all, Ellie. I looked. I went through all of his posts. He hasn't talked about anything, which it really raises an eyebrow for me. It really raises an eyebrow for me because it's like, well, if this was like this massive issue like Terry's making it out to be, he would have talked about it. And the only time he mentioned anything at all was on March 10th. He made 2 tweets, one at a voice actor, one at a podcast or something like that, saying like, I think it was at her podcast, saying that he didn't mean to offend her. He didn't mean to like take offense or whatever else and whatever else. That was March. So in my opinion, whatever happened at the convention wasn't big enough or important enough for him to tweet about. Edward is the kid that allegedly was a danger at A-Kon. This is the autistic kid that Chuck Huber was defending and that Terri Doty and a bunch of voice actors at Funimation were trying to get destroyed and killed at the convention because they were trying to bring in police, telling police that this dangerous autistic child was attacking them and was dangerous. Literally trying to get a kid killed at a fucking convention just for showing up in an autograph line. He did nothing wrong, by the way. I searched. There's no mention of anything. There's no news articles. There's nothing. Zero. Because the kid showed up, went into an autograph line. She couldn't handle it and left. So he went to other people. And security hassled him. That's the way it went. It's literally mind-blowing that he didn't get kicked out of the convention. He didn't go to jail. Like, they realized that the person that was making the claim was a psychopath. That's the way it went. That's the way that it goes. Which, I mean, I was expecting more. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting more. I was expecting something. I went through Reddit threads. Oh, he went back to Twitter. He couldn't handle it after he got annihilated. He's trying to get good feelings from his fair weather friends. Of course he is. Of course he is. Like, let me walk into a fucking hardware store and like smash my foot with a hammer and then go cry about it on Twitter. A dude named Perception Check. No, it's dude. It's actually a girl. Now, Perception Check released an 1.5-hour documentary on Vic's situation. Yeah, she's like releasing a pretty good like breakdown. I think she's doing a second part to it as well. Andrea, who dealt the biggest blow to him? God. Not to. Weeb Wars Vic Mignogna situation. Yeah, I think it might be like a second part to that one. Cause she released one earlier, and then she's talking about doing a second one. Scrum, absolutely. Dude is gender neutral. Dude. Pretty dude. So yeah. I did want to keep this stream a little bit shorter because I didn't have a whole lot to talk about today because like I was expecting a lot more in terms of details. There's nothing on Reddit, there's nothing on Twitter, there's nothing on Facebook, and if there's nothing on any of those, then there's nothing, in my opinion. Because like the biggest gossip factories are Reddit and Twitter, and if there's nothing on either of them, there's nothing at all. In my opinion. Crumb is inside all of us. You're damn right. You're damn right. Oh my god. Oh my god, folks. Now bear with me. I'm gonna order tacos. Because I think I deserve tacos. What do you think? What do you think, chat? I think I deserve tacos. Touch me. Push me. And then just touch me. Till I get my satisfaction. Oh, your happy tweet that made people really mad. Yeah, no, again, Sam, I would not give Martin Bedeck the freaking time of year. Martin Bedeck it goes out of its way, which is Catherine Tewson, by the way. It is 210. Chewbacca goes out of its way to piss people off. I would not give anybody at all the time of day like that. They're just garbage human beings. Absolute garbage human beings. It was assaulted by those lyrics. Too fucking bad. Too fucking bad. Do I get a chalupa? Chalupas are back. I think I'm getting a chalupa. Where the fuck are the chalupas on here? No, Bedek is not a real lawyer. Bedek's not a real person. Bedek is Catherine Tewson LARPing as a human being on a Twitter account. That's what Catherine Tewson does in her spare time. She pretends to be a lawyer on Twitter, and she's like a law student. I say that very loosely. She's a quote unquote law student. Yeah, they're on their fifth Twitter account now. They're soon to be on their sixth, because they're absolutely going to get banned again. Soon to be on their sixth. But yeah, I wouldn't give Bedek or Tutan or Tubaka whatever they decide to identify as now. I wouldn't give them the time of day, because they're absolute garbage heaps of human beings. Don't worry too much about them. I'm gonna get Cinnabundleites too. I'll do that. Yep. All right. Sorry, I'm finalizing my order. It's gonna take like an hour to get here, so if I do it now, I'll have it in time for later. There we go. You see that Mr. Doorknob account that went after Johnny Young Bosch too? Oh my god, yeah. How about Come Together? That's a Ron Toye song. It's a wrong Toye song. Come together right now over me. You got tickets to see Tool? That's amazing. Miss Marvel's on Game Pass. Damn. And there's a lot of good stuff coming to Game Pass. Gotta love when people get mad at other people's happiness. It's because they're not happy. They're unhappy people. Look at Joey. Do you think he's happy? I don't think he's happy at all. I can't imagine going through life looking for other people to make fun of me. Actively looking for other people to make fun of me. Yeah, no. Bedek made some stupid comment on Sam's celebration post about their anniversary. Oh, I will 100% play Alan Wake. Absolutely. I have the OG Alan Wake on my Xbox. When it makes the remaster, I am all over that game. I love it. I love that game so much. I love that so much. Oh, Schism is a great song. I know the pieces fit. I watch them fall away. It's a great one. You don't even have anything attacking anyone, and you're mad. Clearly leaving them alone. It never works. That's 100%. Like, this is one thing I will say. Just quote unquote leaving them alone does nothing. They will continue. They're in hibernation mode. Let me bring people abreast to this situation now. This is a life cycle, okay? If people don't realize this by now, I'm going to bring you up to speed. This is the life cycle of the social justice, not even social justice, social media warrior, because there is no justice in what they do. This is the life cycle of the social media warrior. Feel Wrong sung that song trying to pull people 24-piece jigsaw puzzle. This is the life cycle of the social media warrior. They take a shot at somebody they think is not looking, or they take a shot at somebody they think is too big to notice them. So like they take a shot at a Donald Trump, or they take a shot at a Johnny Depp, or they take a shot at a Vic Mignogna, or they take a shot at, insert celebrity here, because they think that, oh, if that person punches down, then they're going to look bad, right? It's the same shit that happened on YouTube for years. The same shit that happens on Twitter all the time. They take a shot at somebody who's exponentially more important than they are, and they try to get clout off of it. And then when they get their shit pushed in, when they get beaten up by people who are at the same level than them, who are not celebrities, but people who are defending them, like the fans or whatever else, they get their shit pushed in and blown out. Then the narrative turns to, oh, I'm a victim. Oh, why are you attacking me? I didn't do anything wrong. I just shared my opinion. Why am I being attacked over my opinion? And then, once they realize that there's too many people paying attention to what they're doing, then they go into hibernation mode. They lock down and they pretend like they didn't do anything. And then they try to disappear. They delete their accounts. They come up with different accounts. They create new accounts. This is what happens. They go underground. They go into hibernation mode. And then when they think that no one's paying attention to them anymore, then they unlock and they do the exact same thing again. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. They're like cicadas. They're like cicadas. Didn't know that Stack shot that eye. Why doesn't the celebrity control their fans? You know what's hilarious, Bloomy? They fucking tried that against me. They said that I'm coordinating people. I tell people not to go after these idiots. No one listens to me. I'm just a nobody YouTuber. Basically like Arms Girl, exactly. Like, I'm just a nobody. If anyone on the internet thinks that anybody in my chat goes after people because I tell them to, you're giving me way too much fucking credit. Way too much fucking credit. And I don't have an ego. I know exactly where I sit in terms of the entertainment sphere. So people like making fun of how many views I get on YouTube or how many views I get on Twitch or how many followers I have on Twitter. I don't fucking care. I don't do this. I don't do this to be famous. I do this because you guys are a great community and I'm enjoying interacting with you and you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out there. So as long as that happens, I'm going to keep doing it. I don't do it because I want to make millions of dollars. I get called a grifter all the time. It's hilarious. And then I get told that I'm not successful. I don't make any money. So which is it? Am I a grifter or am I a failure? Which is it here? I don't get it. I mean, people don't know how much money I make. I mean, they see some super chats come in. I mean, I get more than one super chat. Or more than 0 super chats. So there you go. I guess I make a little bit of money, but they have no idea. They don't know how the funny thing is they don't know the process because they've never done it. They've never been there. They don't even have they don't even have 10 subscribers on their YouTube, let alone 1,000. So they have no idea what it's like to have a monetized channel. They aren't monetized on Twitch. They don't know how that works. So this is like a big wall that they just can't climb and they can't see over, so they just start throwing rocks. Apparently they think I'm loaded. Apparently, but like it's the same thing for Sam and Quentin, right? Sam and Quentin are married. They have each other. They have a great relationship. And these individuals don't have that, and they don't know what it's like to have that, and so they have to throw rocks at it. They have to. They can't comprehend. This is my rifle. There's many others like it, but this one is mine. And if they think I'm loaded, then hey, god dang. It's so weird that these same people that are out here like attacking successful individuals, they're attacking successful individuals, everything else like that. They have no fucking money themselves. Quentin told me we were exclusive. Who is this Samantha chick? Well, that's what I do. I laugh at them, Roxas. That is the best way to deal with these cicadas of humanity. They can't get a human connection now. It's the best way to deal with these people because they want that interaction so bad. They want that victimhood so bad. And they're expecting a punch back. They're expecting rocks to be thrown back. And if you're just laughing at them, if you just laugh in their face, they have nothing. They have nothing. That's what I do. That's why I just laugh at them. That's why I encourage everybody who is stressed out, everybody who is having anxiety over these clowns, just laugh at them. Just laugh. Because they are like, you literally cannot do anything worse to them than God has not already done. You literally can't do anything worse. What's the, where's my soundboard at? Is this working? My soundboard's broken. My soundboard's broken. There we go. There you go. Poured you a pint. You can't get a human connection. You can get one with an animal. West Virginia. I mean, you're not wrong, Ken. You're not wrong, but there's a second drink for you. Pints from heaven. Exactly. To quote the absolute masterpiece that was Master Shake in Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I have to find this. I have to find this quote. 1 second. The absolute masterpiece that of Master Shake. Why do you disappoint me? The only reason that God has not removed you from this earth is because you amuse him somehow. Oh God, that was such a fantastic one. You mildly worry the damage they've already done with Kiwi losing 2 roles. The thing is here, Andrea, I tell Quentin the same thing I will tell, the same thing that I told Vic Mignogna, the same thing that I'll tell literally anybody out there that gets targeted by these weirdos. Literally anything. Anybody that comes up and says, you know what, blah, 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 I will tell them the same thing. If a company is ready to believe someone who they've known for 30 seconds over someone that they have known for 30 years, that company does not deserve you. Because Vic, Quentin, hell, Johnny Depp, they can go anywhere and be successful. They can go to a truck stop and be successful. They can find a tin can on the side of the road and be successful. That's the difference. It might suck to lose a role here or there, sure. But the fact of the matter is, they are too talented to not employ. And the people who aren't stupid and the people who don't have their head up their ass will realize that and they'll reap the rewards. That's the way it'll go. That's the fact of the matter. Back in 5, guys, no worries. Possibly you amuse God or you pleasure him at an incredibly low rate for quality service. You have to check on your sock collection. Oh, God. So that's what I'm saying, folks. I have been in situations where people have turned their back on me because of false allegations that have proven to be false. And the best thing you can do, and I know it's a meme. I know she's a meme, but Emma Watson fucking said it absolutely the best. Yo, Ryan McPhail, thank you for the sub. Emma Watson said it the absolute best. Remove yourself from people. Don't let people have the benefits that you bring along. Let them long for the benefits that you bring. Something to this effect. But love yourself first and foremost. Find the love for yourself and starve all of the virtues that you bring to other people and let them crave those virtues. Because there's a lot of people out there that take you for granted and they don't know what they have until it's too late. And it could be too late for a number of reasons. But take control of it yourself. Remove yourself from the equation. If whether it be a toxic workplace or anything else like that. Toxic relationships, if it's family, if it's loved one, if it's like partners. If they don't appreciate what you bring, then they're not worth being around. You're starting to learn companies are inserting their heads in their asses more. No, absolutely. And when you have talent, you know how to use it, and you will succeed 100%. And you're a talentless hack that exploits the success of others, when your mask won't last forever. This is the thing that's so funny. This is the funniest part of the entire situation. All of these little vipers in Funimation, all of these people that are absolutely disgusting slogs of human beings that just do nothing but tear down everybody, they're only hurting themselves. Right? They're only hurting themselves. Because if they're being carried, or if they're riding on the back of somebody else's success, and they have this Dunning-Kruger of like, oh well, I'm successful, it's this other person that's bringing me down, and they destroy the platform that's been carrying them. Oh well, they sabotaged me. No. You were never as talented as you thought you were. Can we get an F for the creator of Galgo 13? F's in chat. I don't know what happened, but F's in chat. I have to do the math now. Based on the volume of average ejaculate, you need to do that 58,000 times to fill up a 55-gallon drum. And let's just say, if you're so angry that another person is happy, then you have to look inward at yourself and figure out why. Because that's never going to solve itself. The stream is educational, Ken. I try to be educational. This is edutainment. Your old job didn't appreciate you and you left and now they're begging for you to come back? Exactly. Don't you know who I am? I am the forgettable woman A. Don't forget the brackets. The brackets killed me. When I saw the un in brackets, like, oh my God, that was so funny. I'm guessing her role actually was forgettable woman A. I don't know. I didn't look it up. We teach math and biological facts. Damn right. Do you know who I work for? Unforgettable. I'm pretty sure she voiced Forgettable Woman A. That would be so funny if they actually credited her as Forgettable Woman. I will laugh so fucking hard if that's the case. You look inward and you find a copy of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Oh my god. You guys help me so much after a long week of dealing with stupidity. And I'm not talking about Twitter. I'm talking about real life stupidity. It's like a full moon every day. It's like a full moon every day. I don't get stressed out about stuff online. You guys honestly shouldn't either. Real talk, folks. If because I know there's a lot of people out there that message me all the time. Victor's Soldier A made bank by turning it into a song. Let's go. Terry gets a minor role and is only known for that. Is only known for Forgettable Woman. For her playing Forgettable Woman A. Jesus Christ, I can't imagine. No wonder she's so fucking mad at Chuck. Chuck fucking does Android 17 and she gets Forgettable Woman. But folks, I do want to say, because I get a lot of messages from people all the time that are like super stressed out about the Quentin situation, super stressed out about the Vic situation. Guys, don't let things online tilt your view on situations, right? Because the stuff that you see online is curated and it's manufactured. You can have, as we have seen with Tubaka and JPEG, you can have multiple accounts owned and operated and interacting with one person. And they're 10 people to one, right? So don't look at the situations online as like, this is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt, because the stuff that happens online, it doesn't exist. It's not real. It's Twitter. It is what it is. There's 100 people saying they hate you on Twitter. Revel in the heat. Embrace your inner heel. Embrace your inner heel and embrace that heat. Embrace that heel heat. Because at the end of the day, just look at it like wrestling. Just look at it in wrestling, right? If you're not drawing, then you're not succeeding. So if you're not drawing Pop as a face, or if you're not drawing Heat as a heel, then you're not doing your job. So if people are angry with you, just laugh at them. Just laugh at them. Laugh in their face. Unless you've done something irreprehensibly terrible, then, be sad about that. But generally, if people are mad at you for doing something that's like not even an issue, then don't worry about it. Just laugh. Just laugh. That's all you got to do. If you have enemies, you're doing something right. Exactly. Verse you don't succeed, try again after your 10 to 30 minute refractory period. Surprised that people aren't sending you messages worried about you. Oh, I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine, by the way. I'm not stressed out even slightly at all about anything happening on Twitter. I am perfectly okay. I know there's a lot of people out there that take a lot of stuff on Twitter to heart, and guys, really, really just don't do it, because Twitter is not your life. Twitter is their life. Feel sad for those lunatics on Twitter, because it's honestly, that is their entire existence. This brings me back to Andrew. I think it was Andrew Stallings. Andrew Stallings lived his life on the internet and died on the internet. He died in front of his computer tweeting. Just think about that. He had nothing going for him in his life. Took people several hours to figure out that he had passed away because all he ever did was sit on the computer and tweet. So, it's a pretty heavy thing. It's a pretty heavy thing. But, you know, you guys have lives outside of social media. Put all of your care and love and attention into that stuff. As for Twitter, as for social media, realize it's the circus that it is and just laugh at it. Don't stress yourself out over it. Don't stress yourself out over it. Because it's not worth taking years off your life to stress about what some random toothless bald idiot has to say on on the internet. Don't even need to care. You don't even need to care. If Kurt Angle could be a heel so hated and now he's so beloved, then you can be loved even through hatred too. Exactly. Die by doing what you love. Don't let that be tweeting. Exactly, Ragnarok Knight. You didn't know that, Randy? Yeah, Stallings, the guy that was on the Kick Vic side, Mr. Big Lawyer, size of a house, died of I'm pretty sure he died of a heart attack in front of his computer while he was tweeting. And his last tweet was like something heinous. He tweeted something. He was tweeting something hateful, and he died of a heart attack. Couldn't be me. Honestly, could not be me. And yes, at the end of October, Toyman, Stan the Man is hosting a meet and greet for Vic Mignogna. Meet and greet for Vic Mignogna. Go check out. I don't know if you have it posted on your Twitter, Stan, or if you're planning on revealing it later. But there you go. Stan has an amazing poster ready for it. It's very, very excessive. Really exciting. It's the meet and greet convention that he's going to have, so that's very exciting. For a quick positive request, when the stream is done, check out Jay Webby's short film Arc Exodus. It's out free, and he said it would make more with enough support. Nice! I'll definitely check that out, Andrea. It's already been revealed. Excellent. Perfect. I will pull it up here 1 second. I didn't want to steal your thunder by showing it on stream, but it's already been revealed, so I'll steal your thunder now. Open image in new tab. There we go. Let's pull that over to this window. Just 1 second. Oh my God. There we go. Mignogna meet and greet. There we go. Embassy Suites Atlanta, October 30th and 31st. Acres Mill Road, Atlanta, Georgia. There you go. Trent Michaels called me a grade A troll for your show. Yeah, it is happening the same weekend as another convention that I conveniently forgot the name of. But, you know, it doesn't matter. This one's happening, so this is more important. Thunder and lightning! Yeah. If, you know what's funny, actually? You know what's funny? Because I'm hoping to have the time off of work around that time, but I don't know. I'm hoping to have the time off of work around that time. Where the heck is Acres Mill, though? Let's see. I'm looking up how much it would cost for me to go. Let me see. Oh my god. Leaving from going to I could actually probably do it. Come to think of it, I could probably do it like that. For a cheaper flight. Let me see. Searching right now. Sorry, I'm just boomering this flight search. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. How far away is that hotel from the Atlanta airport? There's not a hotel space. No, there wouldn't be a hotel at the Embassy Suites now. You can help out with transportation? That'd be amazing. I'm gonna have to take a look. I have to take a look. Oh man, how close is that to though? Because like if I know where around, I guess I could just look it up. I just Google it. I'll do that after. But that's actually within the realm of possible. It's within the realm of possible. I'll say that. So, but I'll have to figure it out. But that's about all I have time for today, folks. That is about all the time I have for today's show. So I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out. Always a pleasure having you guys here. It's always a wonderful time. Always a wonderful time. But for the event is on the north end of the city. Okay. I'm going to do some research into that, and I will let you know how possible it is. Because if I can get my time off of work, that's the big crutch. Because I'm having the week before Halloween and the week after Halloween off of work. So I might very well. Hello, one hand clapping and Dawn Wanderer. Hello. I might very well have enough time to do that. So we will see. We will see. Stay tuned. But thank you guys so much for hanging out as always. This has been another Canuckleheads. Be sure to tune in next time. Check out my Patreon. Check out the Zazzle store. Check out the Twitter where I do all the fun stuff. All this fun, wonderful, good things. Can we get a song? I don't have a song to sing. Sing a song. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate every single one of you. Until next time, keep your stick on the ice. Bye-bye.